Today's message is full of quotes about transformation. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You, message number 367, and I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher. Here's the first one, and it's by Joseph Campbell. Sometimes you have to let go of the life you planned to find the life that's waiting for you. I'll say it again. Sometimes you have to let go of the life you planned to find the life that's waiting for you. This happened to me several times in my life, especially in my career. Once I've told you about before. I'd always wanted to be a neurosurgeon. When I was 21, I developed epilepsy. Well, there went all my hopes of being any kind of surgeon. But my life turned out so much better, and I helped so many more people than I ever would have as a brain doctor. I also planned on never ever running. It was the equivalent of getting coal in my stocking at Christmas. But after tearing my ACL and coming up on softball season, I had to see if I could run. I got mad at myself because I was so fat and smoked so much that I made myself a promise to practice this dreadful habit until I could run to the end of the block, a big whole 3/10 of a mile. That only took a week, and by then I was hooked. Looking at what's happened since then, I guess you could say I have an addictive personality. But I let one life go, and as a result, you're listening to me today. The second quote means almost as much to me. Emily White said, "Transformation often requires us to shed our old self and grow anew." Let me say that again. Transformation often requires us to shed our old self and grow anew. The reason this means so much to me is it's what IFS does. All the stuff, the garbage, the maladaptive behaviors, everything is based on our past. IFS helps us welcome and understand what happened, but more importantly, it gives us a way to change it and change ourselves. It's totally changed my life. The most obvious way is that I no longer fly off the handle with unexpected anger. I was a typical redhead, but I never knew when it would happen. With IFS, I found out what was happening and was able to change my response pattern. You hear people say they'll never want to be like their parents. The usual result, though, is that they do adopt the very behavior they don't want. Why? Because those are the patterns they saw every day. Their little old formative brain modeled itself after that behavior. It's not intentional. It's quite expected, actually. That was what was going on with my anger. That's all I ever saw at home. That's all I ever experienced. My brain said, okay, then this is what my caretakers and the people who supposedly love me do. Therefore, I want to be like them, and I want them to like me. What better way to do that than to imitate them? With IFS, though, we can shed all of the old stuff and develop new, more adaptive behaviors. We learn and teach those little parts, the little children still hanging out with us, that it's okay to be different. Have a diamond day.